So.
Ready? Go. Kill.
Now onto the podcast.
Oh, it's going.
So this is number 16.
Number 16.
Today.
So quick.
Yeah. Actually feels like we should be on like 20 and 25 to me.
As opposed to 16. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
It's a difference.
Yes. How's your day?
Great.
I'm a little tired, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. But we'll see what happens as we talk about it. Okay, so today we're going to talk about...
Dreams.
Okay, it's Ashley's topic. I actually know very, very little about it.
I know very little about it too, but...
So we're definitely not experts.
We're not, no, at all.
Yeah.
I've heard many different kind of explanations of what dreams are for us. And I think dreams can be very different for everyone at different times in their lives. Like sometimes dreams can just be the subconscious, like working things out. I've noticed that a lot with myself. A lot of my dreams seem like my subconscious is just working through fears or working through concerns that I have.
So what's your like official position on dreams, if you have one?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So sometimes dreams can be just your subconscious kind of trying to go through things.
Okay, that's sometimes. What about other times?
And then other times, I think they can be it can be basically healing on the astral level, or in the dream state you can grow and heal and learn within the astral, which is the dream state. Does that make sense? Did I say that well?
Yes.
Like last night, it was very, very healing for both me and many people in my life, actually.
Okay. I don't actually know what my position is. I've had like spurts in my life where I'll have like very realistic dreams and sometimes it would just keep starting where they left off. So it's like I remember, I think like the first one I was like second or third grade, and it was like I was in like a cartoon, and I think it was actually like a Dragon Ball cartoon, and it was like for 5 days straight I was going in the world and like a new chapter of the story happened. So that was just really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know if it did anything. I know more recently, like after doing ayahuasca, there's like a few days where
after ayahuasca.
Yeah, like after the ceremony for a few days, like when I have a dream, it just seems like very, very real.
I felt like I was floating off into space when I went to sleep after ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Like physically and mentally, I felt like I was like, whoa. I was like, oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay, yeah, but as far as like big insights for working stuff out or healing,
You haven't had that yet?
I haven't consciously had that where I'm like, man, that like I'm pretty confident that I did something. So
yeah.
It's just something that happens when I sleep. So
No, the sound back there is my cat.
Yeah, so let's talk about. Do you want to talk about your dream last night? Like why you decided to you wanted to talk about it?
Yeah, well, so I decided I wanted to talk about it because dreams they're just really cool and they can be very eye-opening.
Yeah.
One thing, so sometimes we can't remember dreams, especially we'll wake up maybe remembering it, and then throughout the day we rack our brain trying to like remember the dream, and we can't. So one little tip I'd say, and a lot of people say this, is to like keep a dream journal, and right when you wake up, if you can remember your dream, write it down, and that'll help you kind of get more out of the dream, which I kind of did this morning by writing an Instagram post. But yeah, now on to the next part. I actually kind of want to start with talking about a nightmare that I had when I was little. It was a reoccurring nightmare.
Wow.
I had it many times. It felt like it's very interesting because I've continued to have like experiences and eye-opening things about the same dream as I have gotten older, especially the last couple of years. But I was in Egypt. I was in one of the Egyptian pyramids, and it was a theater inside the Egyptian pyramids. and me and my mom and I think some other people were locked to chairs, and we couldn't leave.
Control.
Yep. Yes, we were locked to chairs, and I think when I was little, it felt like my dance teacher was like backstage, and she was the one kind of keeping us locked there. And so that highlights just kind of a lot of issues I had within my dance culture growing up. But yeah, so we were locked to chairs, and at one point I somehow got out of the chair, and I was in this cone, or I was under this cone so that no one could see me, and I was trying to move, and I was trying to get out of the pyramid. And I think she found me and saw me, and then I got locked back in the chair. And I remember like the door opening within the pyramid and me seeing like a bright light coming through, and so badly wanting to get out of the pyramid. So I had that nightmare many, many times. I remember having it for like weeks in a row when I was little.
Just like days in a row, or it was just like happen every week?
Days in a row.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then it would stop for a little bit, and then it would come back. Like throughout my whole childhood, I actually had this nightmare a lot. It was like the one nightmare that I had all the time. I didn't really have any other nightmares. It's very interesting.
How did it stop? Like what?
So
Like what happened?
I mean, I left the dance studio and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It got very far in between where I would have it, but I would still have it for like many years. But then within a class I did, it's called Empower Thyself, we do a meditation before we go into this different healing stuff within the course. I think she's hungry.
Oh.
There's a little bit of food in there. That's like a tiny bit of food. I'll feed her after
That's funny.
this.
Okay.
Okay. But within that, I was sitting in the chair, and in that meditation, the guide has you connect to your spirit guides, and your spirit guides kind of tell you anything they want to tell you. They also, the guide also has you connect to your higher self and get any gifts or guidance, whatever. So yeah, I was back sitting in that chair, and I don't remember if it was my higher self or my spirit guides, but they were like, you can get up. And I looked down, and I didn't have any like chains on me, and I was like, oh, I can get up and leave. They're like, yeah, you can get up. I was like, okay. And I just stood up, and like we all started laughing within the, like me, my spirit guides, and my higher self laughing within my mind in the meditation. Yeah, and I stood up, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm free. Like I can choose to be free. I was the one, and what I got from that was like I was the one keeping myself held there. It wasn't anyone else keeping me held and locked within the chair. It was me. And they were like, you can get up. And it was just kind of like a funny thing.
But this is during the meditation, and then...
Yeah, this was during the meditation.
And then how long ago was this?
That was only like a year ago now. I think it was like...
Okay, so a year ago, and then have you had
that dream again?
Since?
No. But that was a very... powerful meditation I had because I had that nightmare so often, and it was like I finally was unlocked out of that pattern.
I can only really remember one nightmare in my life.
Cool.
And I think like at most, maybe I had like 10 bad dreams, might be 5. But the one I did have, I remember it was my grandmother. My mom's mom, like one of my, the person I was closest to, and I think she was actually, I can't remember if she had already passed away or she was still alive, but she was like a zombie. So I was a kid, and she was like a zombie, and she came to life in like this tomb, almost like in Game of Thrones. There was like in Winterfell. So like basically this castle, there's a tomb underneath. She came alive, and like her eyes were like blue, kind of like a White Walker, and she was like a zombie. So she didn't look like a White Walker in Game of Thrones, but she was like a zombie, and it was very, very scary. That's the only like just the one I definitely had. I can't really remember another one.
Did anything come of it, or you just had the nightmare?
No, it just but it's still like ingrained there. Like, you know, like if I think of a bad dream, that's where the image goes, because that's the only one.
Wow.
I actually have. A common theme. I don't think I've had one recently, but a common theme where like I notice in my dream, if it's like a negative, is it's either like I have homework due the next day, or I have some kind of schoolwork. I mean, some kind of work or something, and it's just like I can't figure it out, and like I'll try to do it and then I'll get distracted, or I'll try to do it and I can't figure it out. It's just like basically it's something where like I can't finish what I need to finish, and they were just like the constant like stress building. And I remember there was like lots of times like I'm already way out, like, you know, I'm an adult, and I'll wake up and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not in school anymore.
Yeah.
Right, because it's just like stress. Oh, the homework's due. I need to figure this out. Sometimes it's because like there's some work I need to do, but I'm too drunk. So it's almost like in my dream I'm too drunk to actually like get it done. I can't finish it.
So that's highlighting a concern.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that within the last like 3 or 4 months, but it's one where I'll say like before, maybe like once a month. And then one when I was actually younger, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it.
I feel like you are, because you're saying.
I feel like if I don't say it.
You brought
Okay,
it up.
actually, let's talk about something else. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's you. It's like, it will be like a girl I have a crush on, okay? And then in the dream it works out, and it's so great.
And then you
and
wake
then
up.
I wake up.
I've had those dreams.
And then it's like, oh, maybe like she'll remember, but then obviously it was just a dream, and then it's like, and then I get it sucks.
Yeah. I've had those dreams.
I don't think I've had those recent, like the last few years though. But that was like a common one in I want to say like middle school, high school. So yeah,
You
kind of embarrassing.
Optimistic subconscious.
I'm blushing right now. Yeah, but when I have those dreams and I wake up, it's like so happy. And then like the real world sucks. Like just let me go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So
I think it's fun to have those dreams where you wake up and you think you're still like that's still reality.
Yeah. And
you have to kind of like coax yourself to say like, oh wait, that's not reality.
Okay, well,
I think they're kind of fun.
So like this past Sunday I was at my friend's, and then they had the like Oculus, you know what that is? Like virtual reality.
Yes, I saw it on your Instagram.
Okay, you've never done it though, right?
I did the drunk goggles before.
What's the drunk goggles?
You put the like they do it in that DARE dare when they're teaching you like don't in like 5th grade they teach you don't drink. But yeah, you can put the drunk goggles on, and it makes you feel like you're drunk. So you're kind of like walking, and be like, "This is what it feels like to be drunk."
Drunk? Okay, that's not virtual reality. Okay, doing the dare drunk. Okay. So the Oculus, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy because I never done it. So one, it's just like goggle, but then it's not just in front; it's on the side, and when you turn your head, it just links up. So like wherever you look, it's a like you could it just connects, so it's all around you.
That's cool.
And then you have these like 2 controllers. The game I played, it was like you know John Wick?
No.
Well, okay, it's Keanu Reeves. You're basically like this like trained assassin and just, you know, going around shooting people.
Okay.
So the graphics are not that good. So probably like PlayStation 1 or 2 graphics, maybe a little bit better, like just maybe something from like 20 years ago. So you could clearly tell it's not real.
Yeah.
Right. And then like the one I was playing, it was just like people popping out, shooting guns, shooting at you. You have to dodge and shoot them, and it's just like playing this like EDM music, right? So you're just like all nervous, but because it's just like the music, the way, and then, you know, obviously it does like it's kind of 3D too, and then the image, you feel like you're in another world. Yeah. And I remember I'm like, this doesn't even look real, and I literally feel like I'm in another world, and then it was really scary because like the graphics are even like 50% better, like what's to stop someone from just like simulating some stuff, and you're just like, you would much rather be in that virtual reality world than to be in the real world.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
we do that a lot in our own minds already.
Yeah, but it's like now there's like technology that actually allows you to do that, and you could like, you pick whatever you want. You want to be John Wick, you know, you want to be Hugh Hefner, you want to be like whatever. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, this is so scary. Like it was really really cool.
It's really interesting.
But it's very very scary. You should try it.
I actually had a dream about that. I was in a class with Ash and Bradford, who are spiritual teachers. They teach spiritual things. But I was in a class with them with like many other people. It was very white, and we were in white chairs, and we were working on cultivating our imagination. So we were just sitting there trying to imagine, and then kind of like, so in ayahuasca for me, the entire room changed. And I had to like really focus my eyes to actually see the like actual physical room, and even to see Amy and to see you. Like there was a point where everything was just like my third eye.
Yeah.
And so in my dream I did that again, but not on ayahuasca.
Okay, yeah. I think I've actually had like a few of those, but it was like right after the ceremony.
Okay.
A few days after, so the ayahuasca might still be in my system.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You had dreams of that?
Yeah, where it was almost like I was like, it was like some of the effects, some of the what I've experienced during.
Like you were in another ayahuasca?
Yeah, but I think it was just because I had ayahuasca in my system.
Yeah.
Because like a few days after, I don't have it anymore. What was I gonna say? Lucid dreams.
I haven't had lucid dreaming.
Do you know anything about them?
Okay, I don't even know really what lucid dreaming is.
So okay, by someone who studies this, you're like, butcher. From what I understand, it's a dream where one, it seems so real, like you feel like you're there, but then two, you actually have conscious control over the dream. So I probably had a handful of experiences where I'm actually aware that I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Then I could like consciously control stuff.
Yeah.
But there's almost like rules to it. I remember it's like if I try to like create, like go to this or do this, like it didn't happen. So like even though I know I was dreaming, there's certain stuff I could make happen, and there was certain stuff like I didn't have access to. I've never really been that interested in it, so I haven't explored more. But I just know like there's been a few times, because usually you're dreaming and it's just like, oh, you wake
Just
up
happens.
afterwards, right? But like there's been a few where like I'm dreaming and I know I'm dreaming, and then it's like I have like a degree of control
Yeah, I've had.
during the dream. Maybe we
So I
should go
have
find.
lucid dream then, if
Oh, you
that's
have?
what lucid dreaming is. Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe we could find someone to teach us about lucid dreaming and actually doing it, because there's a bunch like that. That's all over the place.
Yeah.
I see like ads for it. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have anything else?
I mean, I guess with like, it might have been lucid dreaming within this. We should like really look up the definition of it, but because like my dream last night, I actually felt like emotion that I can still like connect to. Like I really did like experience it. But my dream last night was just, it was really pretty and then like very interesting as well, because it was Donnie Epstein was in it.
Okay.
Did you read my post? You liked it, but did you read it?
I read like the first like 3 sentences.
So yeah, so in it I say a spiritual teacher and practitioner was there. That's Donnie.
Okay.
For some reason didn't want to put names, but I'm giving
Yeah.
names now. So Donnie was there, and he'd have like, there were people I didn't know there and people I did know. And it's interesting, the random people that I do know that were there. You weren't there. But yeah. So he had like, in groups of 3, we would go sit in this like big booth thing, and he would have us share whatever we wanted to share at that moment, and then he would like give us this big like poster board thing with a message for our growth right now. And I never received my like direct message, but I don't think that was the point of the dream for me to receive a direct message, because I ended up reading my cousin's and I don't remember exactly what it said, but it said something like he's just very stuck in wounding and story, and he feels like he's stuck in the suffering, and it's hard for him. And then I had a lot of compassion for him, and I read it with my mom, and we both just like cried with like just kind of reading and seeing the truth of what's going on with like, and I said in my post like there's so much love in truth, and then that's why I also said we can talk about compassion, because that was such a theme of the dream. And with him, like I had responded to him with a lot of compassion, but then also with like a little bit of silence. And I know some of my other family members have responded to him with like a lot of anger, when all he was ever really asking for was a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should contact him.
Yeah. But I've also noticed that within myself. I was even saying that to Dominic the other day, like, I'm upset right now, but I can feel that it's sadness, and all I really want is just a hug. Because he had gotten mad at me for something, and I'm like, getting mad at me for it doesn't help anything. But if you just give me a hug and love me, that's really actually what I'm asking for. I was just at the time not aware enough to properly ask for it. He did. He got it. But it's just it's a cool thing to remember. So like anytime anyone's upset or
so that's what and again, we seem to always end up tying it back into like what's going on right now, right?
Right. I mean, because
Dominic actually says this a lot. So anger is a cover for deep sadness.
Right.
Right. So there's like a lot of anger just spilling out right now, and you know, like it's actually almost like what's covering up like deep sadness in the world, and that's something that always like really stuck with me. And then like so when I see it, or not even see it, when I like feel it, I don't actually. It's like I can already acknowledge the sadness that's actually underneath it. That's it's being covered up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like every time, anger is covering up sadness.
Mm-hmm.
They go together.
And when we're sad, we generally all just want a hug.
Yes.
And love and connection.
It's true.
So yeah, dreams are cool. I've also had a dream where another like big spiritual teacher, because Donnie's pretty big, right? But so another like big spiritual teacher said, hey, you can go take this course. Even though like in the physical and how things are set up, you can't take it until you've taken these other courses. And I talked to one of my other teachers about it, and he was like, yeah, in the astral, if they deem it necessary. She wants food. In the astral, if they deem it necessary or whatever, you can take those, just that you can learn a lot within the dream state. And I've gotten a lot of guidance with that, like just sitting in meditation, you can learn so much. And you don't necessarily need to read the book, because as you sit in meditation and connect to, universal intelligence, you can download whatever information you want to. You can't see her right now, but the cat's really cute. Just going after this. Now the plant. But yeah, that's it. Dreams are cool.
Yes.
So start paying attention to your
Teach
dreams.
us how to lucid dream if you somehow know about it.
Yeah.
She's drinking? Oh,
no, she's ripping the plant apart because she likes it.
All right. Song nomination?
Oh yeah, it's my turn. All My Friends by Dermot something.
Oh no.
She's going for it.
All right.
I feel like I should turn this around. Just look at my cat.
She's destroying the plants.
Destroying. That's what she does.
What are you doing?
Bye, guys.
A thief in the night came, took everything you gave for her. The song isn't low, lady, it's remembering love made in the summer. But I think of the things that it taught me. I learned that there's beauty I can't keep. Learned that there's demons in stories. Letting her down, no I won't be. Whenever she's calling, she'll call me. Angry and seething as the sea. Songs of cathedrals a month free. Promise you'll smile of a memory. And I couldn't stop smiling like the whole way home. Yeah, it should feel like something you were missing. To all my friends, you'll find your way. Some summer night I hope I see you again. All my friends, I'd love to stay. Some summer night I hope I see you again. Looking up lately, the moon doesn't chase me no more. Before it was childlike, lost in the soft light, and so on, and so on. And I couldn't stop smiling like the whole way home. Yeah, it should be when she read out all she'd written. To all my friends, you'll find your way. Some summer night I hope I see you again. All my friends, I'd love to stay. Some summer night I hope I see you again. The smell of rain and streetlight tone, all of a line turning to snow. But when she feels it taking hold, finds it so hard letting go. How can I tell her that we'll shine? She dreads the devil's yet to show, so damn reluctant to expose it to me. So well, that it taught me. She starts to think evil has lost me. I walked with the wolves and it haunts me. She steps with intention to run free. So stunner, don't ever move softly. You've been on a journey they can't see. When debts and ballrooms you will lead. Promise you'll smile of a memory. And I couldn't stop smiling like the whole way home. Yeah, it should feel like something you were missing. To all my friends, you'll find your way. Some summer night I hope I see you again. All my friends, I'd love to stay. Some summer night I hope I see you again. The smell of rain and streetlight tone, all of a line turning the snow. But when she feels it taking hold, finds it so hard letting go. How can I tell her that we'll shine? She dreads the devil's yet to show. What I told you where, that I told you where. A thief in the